Exactly 25 years ago, an iconic chase through Helsinki began right here, on these steps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me refresh your memory. In 2000, Darude's Sandstorm music video was filmed across the city, and it all started here at the Senate Square. Today we are going to track down every filming location and see how they look now, 25 years later. The world was taken by storm. Finnish DJ and record producer Darude released his hit song, and soon it had become a global sensation.
Seuraavaksi meillä on haastateltavana nuori muusikko. Hän on Ville Virtanen suomeksi ja hänellä on taiteilijanimi, koska hän on menestynyt hyvin maailmassa ja Euroopassa.
For us Finns, it was a big deal. The song was everywhere, not to mention our Nokia phones and their iconic ringtones. When Finland celebrated 100 years of independence, Darude played Sandstorm at the New Year's Eve party in front of tens of thousands. Some people have even proposed it as our modern national anthem. Beyond those parties at Kansalaistori, Sandstorm holds a special place in Helsinki's pop culture history because the music video was filmed here exactly 25 years ago in May 2000. If you are not from Finland, this may have been the first Finnish music video you ever saw. It was certainly the first one that made it onto MTV in the United States. Many of us remember it fondly. You probably recognize where the video begins, right here at the big white church and the Senate Square. But after that, the locations get trickier. That's where I come in. Let's track them down together. I should mention, the order in which the locations appear in the video doesn't really make sense geographically. The characters dash around Helsinki with no logical route, but I suppose that's part of the movie magic. Today we are going to follow their journey in chronological order shown in the music video. From the Senate Square, the chase jumps in this quiet alley in Ullanlinna. This is Huvilakuja, right next to the more famous Huvilakatu with its colorful houses. The neighborhood is peaceful. We are right next to the Eira Hospital and the Mikael Agricola Church. It's funny how this sleepy street once hosted one of the most intense scenes in the video. The three runs into Huvilakuja through this gate. You can even see a tram behind them, just like today. That's Tehtaankatu back there. The chase continues through Huvilakuja. Darude is sitting right here, watching the chase unfold like some kind of DJ mastermind. Here's something the creators later revealed. They didn't have the budget for a car chase. That's why everyone's running. Most of the budget actually went into renting a Steadicam to get smooth, dynamic shots of the chase through the streets of Helsinki. That's something that has changed. I'm filming this steady material with my phone. At Huvilakuja, almost nothing has changed. Only the plants have grown bigger. They now almost cover the pillar where Darude once sat. In 2019, the newspaper Helsingin Sanomat published the original demo version of the music video. In that version, the characters run through Huvilakuja in the opposite direction. Then we leap to another location, about a kilometer away. Vuorimiehen katu, near the Olympia terminal and right next to the Helsinki's very own Flatiron building. The group runs into a small courtyard. There aren't many exits, so the woman escapes by running up the stairs, over a rooftop, into a neighboring courtyard. They exit through another gate back to the street. The gate has changed and the traffic sign is updated, but the location is still recognizable. And then comes an unusual moment. In this part of the video, we hear a dog bark, but something sounds off. Here's why. The dog's bark was reversed to make it sound more intimidating. The characters run to the nearby Laivasillan katu. At this point, the video takes some artistic liberties. The park they jump into over the railing doesn't actually lead anywhere. These days, the area isn't particularly pleasant either, as it is used for storing construction site containers. So, it's better to move on to new surroundings. If you are not familiar with Helsinki, the transition from Laivasillan katu to the next location might seem seamless. But in reality, we have jumped about 2 kilometers as the crow flies, all the way to Baana. We are now in Baana, a long pedestrian and cycling corridor in central Helsinki. Back in 2000, Baana was still a railway line called the Harbour Line. Originally it led from the Helsinki Central Railway Station via the city's coastline to Katajanokka. You can clearly see the tracks in the music video. Baana seems much more narrow back then. At the time of filming, the crew likely didn't have official permission to shoot on railway property. But you know, sometimes you got to take risks for art. This is clearly the location that has changed the most in the past 25 years. Roughly 12 years after the video was filmed, the rails were removed and Baana became the city's best-known bike path. Baana was such a success story that the word Baana became a general term for straight, fast bike routes that connect outer neighborhoods to the city center. The original Baana is only 1.3 kilometers long, but today Helsinki has nearly 20 kilometers of Baanas. The chase continues along Baana until we reach a point under the Lapinlahden katu bridge. Then, the great betrayal and the tables are turned. The man is left behind and the briefcase continues its journey with the two women. Here we see Darude once again, looking down. He seems to enjoy the situation, everything is going according to plan. And this is what he would see if he looked down at Baana today. The final stretch of the video is a short one. We are now heading towards Ruoholahti. At the mouth of the Ruoholahti canal, Darude is waiting with his boat. The dock is still recognizable today. It's located right next to the pedestrian bridge. The low-angle shots in the music video make everything look much bigger than it really is. These days it might be tricky to park a large boat here, since in 2011 a new bridge called the Crucial Bridge was built nearby. The pylon is made of steel and leans diagonally. Its top rises 49 meters above sea level. The very last scene of the music video was filmed out at sea, just off the coast of Helsinki. Our journey is coming to an end, but one question remains. What was inside the briefcase? Maybe we'll never know. What we do know is that it must have been something valuable enough to run all the way through downtown Helsinki for. I hope you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.